What is up, Addicts? In this video, I'll be giving a visual guide for this week's normal time trial, RC Bandito time trial, and the premium race totaling over $300,000. Remember, the time trials can only be completed once a week for the full $100,000 payout. The premium race, however, can be completed in a limited amount of times with a 48-minute cooldown between each win. Also keep in mind that rocket-powered / flying vehicles cannot be used in time trials. So, starting off with the time trial this week, which is Vinewood Bull, I highly recommend either the Baddie 801, BF 400, Hakushu Drag, Shotaro, Emerus, or Krieger for this time trial. In terms of route, this time trial has quite a few shortcuts. This one is definitely one of the harder ones in my opinion, although if you use a bike, it does make it a lot easier. For this one, I will be using a fully upgraded Baddie 801, constantly holding wheelies for the speed boost. Moving on to this week's RC Bandito time trial, which is Davis Quartz. As always, you need to own an RC Bandito in order to participate in these. So this RC time trial has constant elevation changes throughout. It requires a lot of throttle control so you don't lose control of the Bandito. So during the corners with uneven surfaces, I recommend just letting go of the throttle until you've completed that area, and then get back on the throttle again once you're in a straight line. And lastly, when you use your brakes, make sure to press them in about halfway, not all the way, or you might lose control of your Bandito. And lastly, we have this week's premium race, which is Business Trip. This one is restricted to the Supercars class. I highly recommend either the Emirates, Krieger, or the Vest 8 for this race. For those of you who've never done this race before, I highly recommend practicing the normal version of this race first so you can familiarize yourself with it. There's one high-speed section once you get off the highway that gets pretty bumpy. Most people make mistakes there. The best thing to do there is to let off the throttle and then get back on the throttle again once you've gotten through that area. Also, for this particular race, I highly recommend putting off-road tires on your car. For those of you who don't know, off-road tires make your car go smoother over bumpy road sections. For this race in particular, I'll be using a fully upgraded Emirates with off-road tires. And that's it, guys. Normal time trial this week is difficult, but a lot easier if you use one of the bikes I suggested. The RC time trial is pretty difficult if you've never done it before, but just let off the throttle for the bumpy sections and you'll be fine. And this week's premium race will take some practice if you've never done it before. Just remember to let off the throttle before that bumpy section that I mentioned. Again, remember guys, you can earn over $300,000 between the three this week, and setting your solo goal to beat them is always a lot of fun in my personal opinion. Let me know which one you found most difficult and what vehicles you used down below in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.